Lane number 6, you know her, you love her, 25-year-old Mackenzie Cohen. The doctors told her parents she would never sit, she would never walk, she would never talk. Here she is with a gold medal already around her neck and on her way to law school. Danielle Dorris of Canada will be in lane number 3, the youngest in this field at just 18 years of age.
Dorris is going to be Cohen's main competitor. Their seed times are the closest.
Mallory Weggemann now, 32-year-old. As friends and family look on, her husband Jay Snyder, her parents Chris and Ann, sister Kristen there to cheer her on in the middle of the night back in the States. And Julia Gaffney, the 21-year-old, born in Russia but now living in Mayflower, Arkansas, adopted by her parents. She is very good friends with Michaela Jenkins, training buddies. So the Americans with an opportunity to sweep. There you see the world and Paralympic records. Julia Gaffney holding on to that world record with a 1:19.47. She will be in lane number 4, Weggemann in 5, and Mackenzie Cohen in 6.
Now, a lot of things are working in the advantage of the Americans as they go into this race. Each of these 3 athletes has already won a medal in these games. It tells them that they're in really good form. Another thing they have as an advantage is that they're all right next to each other in the pool. So especially in backstroke, you can really see who's around you, and I'm sure that's going to push all of them to go even faster than if they were swimming by themselves. Weggemann told me she is super pumped for this event. She said she won a career best at the Paralympic trials earlier this year, and she actually loves this event. She was a backstroker before her paralysis.
So into the pool they go. This is the women's 100-meter backstroke. It is down and back. The Americans in the middle of the pool with 4, 5, and 6. Gaffney, Weggemann, and Cohen looking for a sweep.
Gaffney really fast off the blocks there, but she doesn't have a great underwater. But look for her to be off to an early lead. She holds the world record, and she's already shown she's in strong form with that race.
With this much talent in the pool, how important is it on that first 50?
The first 50 is important in this race, but I think it's going to come down to the second 50, Todd. All of these athletes are really, really competitive, and they're going to push each other on that last 50.
18-year-old Danielle Dorris of Canada has the lead right now by a full body length coming out of lane number 3. We'll find out if she's gone out too fast or does she still have plenty left going back on the last 50. As they make the turn, it's Canada's Dorris with the lead. Weggemann in second, and then Gaffney.
Dorris has a strong underwater, so she's going to come off quicker off of the turns. But look at Weggemann there in that white bathing suit. She's trancing through the water. She's using the full length of her arms.
Weggemann currently sitting in second place. World record pace now for the Canadian. Danielle Dorris in lane number 3, starting to slow just a little bit. Here comes Mallory Weggemann. Here comes Julia Gaffney. Can they track down the Canadian as we get down to the final 15 meters?
Weggemann is going to have to kick it into another gear, but I think she can make up enough time.
Mallory Weggemann in lane number 5 as they come to the wall. Who will get it? It will be Weggemann and a Paralympic record. And this is the scene back in Minnesota. You would have thought the Vikings just won the Super Bowl. Mallory Weggemann comes from behind and tracks down 18-year-old Danielle Dorris of Canada. What a performance. Dorris gets the silver and Julia Gaffney another bronze.
2 Americans on the podium yet again, and another gold for Mallory Weggemann. She is coming back with a vengeance here at these games after not winning a medal at the Rio Paralympic Games. And she has put so much into the past 9 years. She has dedicated so much of her life. Every ounce of every day has gone towards Tokyo.
What a performance. You think there's that moment in the race where you're like, oh, I'm just going to run out of real estate, and Mallory Weggemann never gave up.
I think one of the keys here for her, Todd, was her height. Mallory's 5'10" and much taller than Danielle Dorris, so she just has, you know, her body takes up a greater proportion of the pool, and when it comes down to that close, she's got longer arms. She got them on the wall first.
Weggemann at 32, the oldest competitor in the field, and she comes away with it. Here it is, the final 10 meters. Look how many extra strokes she gets in, and then the reach for the wall to touch for a Paralympic record and the gold medal.